Continuing with episode 10, The Beacon.
Adora, it's not your fault.
It is.
Okay, so yeah, they're just discussing, they are thinking that Princess Entrapta was lost. And I assume they're going to get to finding out she's not lost soon. That would be my guess.
Take me home.
Seahawk is actually sad. That's a first. So party morale clearly shattered. We've got Glimmer trying to keep everyone together. Yeah, Dora's still kind of feeling it. So yeah, Glimmer just escaped. Probably low on power, but seems like she's gonna take on the leadership role while everyone's possibly fracturing. Okay, so maybe they're all going their separate ways now, right? This was the first attempt at like a unification and it didn't really work out. And we'll see if the others go. I should really remember the names. Who's the flower person? Floria? Something like that. More than one guard. She's back with... Okay, so she's back and... Okay, so they're taking a big breather, it looks like. And it's going to be on kind of the main party to push to get them back, but probably sometime in the future. They probably need some space. Oh yeah, I was wondering... She was probably going to be the better chance at this point, right? Because her kingdom was attacked and she would want revenge or justice or something. Depending on her character though, right? She might just sit there. Oh, okay. She also sealed themselves away. So they're back to square one almost.
Of course. Guards, carry my daughter to the Moonstone Chamber at once.
Just getting super babied.
I don't need to be carried.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I am wondering, let's see, so Glimmer doesn't want to talk about it. Now why? Like, she was caught. She did end up kind of freeing herself too, right? So it's not going to be shame. Oh, probably, like, failing. Yeah, maybe it is that kind of a shame, right? Like, all this time she was trying to impress the family. Her mother. And this was probably, like, the biggest failure she could have done, right? Getting caught by the enemy. Yeah, I can see her not wanting to talk about that. And definitely feeling bad even returning home, right? Because she was kind of like the hostage. We'll see how she is after a day, right? We'll see. Okay, so maybe it's just depression from not being able to use her magic, like the lingering effects of this. Perhaps it isn't just a 1-day length effect. Perhaps it's until it's removed, it's just like semi-permanent. We don't know yet because we still think it's kind of the same day, so they haven't rested.
We need to tell your mom.
Oh, would she be corrupted? Because the corruption had the red glow earlier with Adora. It did sound kind of glitchy. Perhaps this, but not the redstone. Not, is it like Blood Rock or something? Old Amber, some dark red amber. Red amber, probably dark red amber. I don't know. So I'm wondering, is that the same? Like this whole dark magic, is that the same as the corruption or is that entirely different. Because corruption, that would imply either like magical corruption or like data corruption kind of technology. I I wonder maybe all the stones are actually technology, because it seems like all the relics are.
Not only did you lose the princess known as Glimmer.
Just before that. Okay, so we're kind of showing who we have to work with, right? The higher ups in this faction. We had the gruff silly guy from earlier. We have Catra. We've got Scorpia. And then we've got two more. We've got lizard guy. Okay, a red lizard. I wonder if being red is unique, because we've seen multiple green lizards, so perhaps this is a special red lizard person. Then we have a water person. Okay.
But I learned that you've known Adora was She-Ra all along.
Now you see why I felt it was.
Did she tattle? It must be, right? Because Lord Hordak, we haven't seen him get any other information, so with this grin. She's making power plays, wow. Wow. Well, maybe she'll just rise to the top like super fast. Oh, if she's on the way up, I wonder if Catra is actually gonna kind of backstab her. Would she? I think she would, because she's like young enough, right? Like, and they haven't really bonded, and we're still not sure like how actually nice this person is, right?
I never would have agreed to your foolish plan.
Yeah, bad plan. Wasn't it your plan? Oh.
Okay, so this is the first time we're gonna see Hordak angry. Shadow Weaver's either going to be made an example of, which is probably the most likely case, or the probably worst thing would be is if Hordak got like silent and then kind of had a mission for her to accomplish. Because that would be like a suicide mission, but let's see. Okay. There's the confirmation. Okay, while that's some nice, admirable intent, usually like bad stuff happens when she's kind of like practicing swinging things around, right? Probably not good to do that right in here. Then again, didn't she figure out how to use the like darkness removal or something like that? I wonder if that would like remove the lingering kind of darkness effect on I can't remember, on Glimmer.
It didn't work.
Work? It made it worse.
Glimmer?
So if it actually did make it worse, then it's that means that since she has more power after resting, it's probably redirecting that power, so it is probably some sort of corruption, right? Okay, so I don't know what the healing is in this society. Have we seen any healing? I don't think so. Might have had like bandages or something, but I don't recall any like magical healing. So these effects are probably not well known, considering what Shadow Weaver's like some darkness and spy-ish kind of person. And then we've got Lord Hordak, the opposing faction, so there would be less knowledge from the rebellion on them. It really comes down to the magic and who knows about it. So if it's like the ancient stones or the old one stones, if it's all like ancient tech that kind of both sides are warring over and rediscovering the old technology of, all of this is going to be like linked, right? The good, the dark, but like we've got the dark magic, but we haven't really seen like, or is the glimmer magic like light magic? Like, because it is like bright and blinding. Would it be... So we've got the moons. We have a red moon. Would the red stone go to the red moon? What's the stone and the sword? Blue? Would each one have a power source? Would the moons be the power sources? Would the stars also be the... I don't know. Okay, that's way tangenty. Okay, where was I?
Are you up there?
They're gonna hide her condition? No. No.
Guys, we have a problem.
There you are, Glimmer. Are you feeling...
Oh, that's where this is. Oh, I was wondering.
Cannot let my mom.
Oh, I get it. So it's not just any bed. It's this specific glowy, chargy bed. Glowy, chargy, floaty bed. Which is kind of the same floating technology as the other steps. Oh, okay. So maybe this entire city is actually found. Like, they didn't actually design it. So maybe it's not her fault for the poor design choices in some aspects. Maybe. Okay. So we got the... This is our closest look here. Actually, let me screenshot. Oh, there must be stairs inside, right? That is high up, actually. There must be an elevator.
Glimmer, do not walk away from me. I just wanted to talk.
Oh. Yeah, this might turn out worse. Like, your best bet of finding a solution would be to talk to her, right? She probably has access to the most knowledge, I'd assume, being kind of the primary member of the union, I'd assume. Still don't know kind of what the wings do aside from fly, but hopefully it's just like a light-hearted, they'll talk in 5 minutes.
Did you see the look on her face?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think Catra's gonna find out she's stepping a little too far. Like, making moves way too fast and too blatantly. And maybe Scorpia's gonna kind of inform her about that and try to get her to keep it down. So far, I haven't seen Scorpia like care about rank, but we'll see. Okay, that's not you inside of it, is it? Because that's getting a little too close if it is. But then again, she would, if that's her in it. And no one would be suspecting her. She could probably sense with smell or sound, like anything coming from the inside. I don't know anything about scorpions, but I assume until she actually understands, there would be someone in there. Should be pretty clueless about that. Unless the bot just angers them both.
She wants to take credit for my plan.
Oh, okay. Is she gonna make her move? Those are some bolts, though. She must have... I know those are flush. Okay, so she's suspicious. But we saw the eyes in the vents, so we know it's not her. But usually they show that, like, after they check inside, right? I mean, it could be remote control. I'm assuming it's kind of a generic bot. Oh, and this person, like, built robots, right? Interrupta. Oh, and she said that their technology was, like, old tech, right? So she actually... Oh, is my camera fucked up? So back to this. Okay.
Oh, what is it? Shh. Oh, sorry. What is it?
Okay, so she's actually, like, falling underneath Catra pretty fast. Okay, so I guess Scorpia is more... Like, her family was kind of taken over right from the start, right? So I guess she's kind of used to being ruled. And she was granted, I guess, the privilege of being a force captain. I'm not sure how much is just because of her skill and how much is purely for formalities. It sounded like it's supposed to be just formalities. Though she seems decently capable. We've got Catra in a weird pose, but that's the beast people that do those things. Oh, did she? She wouldn't have planted like a bomb or... No, not a bomb. A note or something in there. I'm not sure what Entrapta's planning. Most likely it would just be scouting, right? She wouldn't be taking any action until she could like secure an escape route, I assume. I don't know. Then again, she did already start preparing her daily log. Perhaps she had this planned as well. Oh, she did find her. But it's not like they're going to be fighting or anything, right? Like, she had to fight the robots because, like, they were clearly attacking her because they didn't have sentience. Or is that sapience? Both, probably. I don't know. But she would clearly, like, give up right away. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, she's going to be captured, and then the Alliance will get the message she's being held captive, be at least somewhat reinvigorated, knowing that she's not dead. Oh, okay, so this is what I would think. So, Catra, ever looking for more promotion material. She clearly takes Entrapta to Lord Hordak, hoping for more, you know, pets and promotions and stuff. I don't think you'd get a promotion just from that, especially under those circumstances, but still would increase her in his eyes. And I'm thinking Lord Hordak wouldn't inform the Alliance that they have her unless they... What do they need? What does the Horde need? Like, they want to conquer... People say they want to conquer, right? But Lord Hordak, what does he want? Like, he seems very smart, so he probably has a certain set of goals. And especially because he was chewing out Shadow Weaver because of... What was it, for combat or... Like, he doesn't want just wanton destruction, right? So, my guess would be related to either, like, the Dark Power or to the first one's tech. My guess is that there's some way to not combine the tech or find the most ultimate lost relic or something. But, yeah, I don't know enough about him or, like, why he would want something yet. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that.
I've never been sick before. Having an immortal mother has some advantages.
Okay, thank you, details. I want to listen to this again. Immortal, did she say?
Maybe it's like some advantages.
Okay. So it's not just wings, it's immortality. Oh, so is it the family line you get immortality, and that's why she has wings on her back? What did she say exactly?
I've never been sick before.
So never been sick before, so that's like a enhanced resilience of some sort.
Having an immortal mother has some advantages.
Okay, so mother's immortal, she's like semi-immortal. No, Adora. No. Okay. You gotta see the mother now.
This is a great idea. Shira will fix me and then everything will be back to normal.
And Glimmer's just going for any option, right, where she doesn't actually have to talk to her mother. Dora really wants to help, you know, to make up for what she... I guess she's feeling it's her fault. Well, I mean, she was the leader, right? So she is taking responsibility, but right now, clearly not in the right way, right? Bo, how are you with this?
How hard can it be?
Did no one hear what I just
For
said?
the honor of Grayskull!
Okay. I didn't expect her to get actually like tied up. Was her cuffs cuffed up? I can picture an interrogation going terribly, terribly wrong. Plus, she always has her hair, right? I wonder if she'll keep that a secret, like her ability to use the hair. No, everyone would, the enemies would know all the princess powers, right? No, the higher ups would. The lower downs actually are pretty. They aren't told like much at all. So Catra might, but she never attends the trainings or anything, right? So there's a chance she knows, but I'm thinking she probably doesn't know, and she'll be asking her about like being a princess. Oh no. What she's gonna ask about Adora, right? She must. But Entrapped is not gonna, I don't think Entrapped is gonna give some good answers.
Himself tasked me with your interrogation. So there's no
While talking to her, seriously? I mean, sure, if like they were about to fight, but you would wait till she left before continuing. Okay. Well, you do you.
fascinating. Back. And stop! I'm interrogating you.
Okay, this is 100% like all I needed.
No, they're my friends. They'll be back. Say, you're
Okay, yeah. So Catra is actually going to feel sympathy, empathy, sympathy. Yeah, so she's feeling empathy, like, for being in the same situation, right? Then if she does that, that might make her angry at Adora for leaving her like she left her. Okay, let's see where this goes.
some friends. They left you.
She just goes for it. Wow.
And they're not coming back. All these princesses care about is people who are just like them. But you're not like them, are you?
Although Catra's problem is that she's not like anyone.
This angry feline person seems to be correct.
Okay, I wonder if it's using like the red mask kind of to show when she's more on their side, like more closed off. Because she doesn't need that. Yeah, is this just to kind of analyze things? I wonder. Okay, so Catra's actually working on her. Oh. Thought it was a chance. I didn't think it was as likely, but that makes sense. Obviously, it wouldn't last. I have a feeling she kind of just follows the whatever the last person told her, kind of, until she gets distracted. But we'll see if she actually like has a deeper past or something where Catra actually connects with. That seems very unlikely, especially with like, you know, I'm guessing Catra's kind of using what she learned from Shadow Weaver, right? Because Catra wouldn't have too many of the kind of negotiation or diplomacy skills, I don't think. I mean, she is Force Captain now, but it still hasn't been long, right? She's still new to it.
You wouldn't have to pretend to be something you're not with the Horde. Think of what you could accomplish here. What we could accomplish together.
I don't know. I mean, she's... Okay, Entrapta still has a kingdom, right? I'd assume that would mean something to her. Like, so her new friends left her, sure. But before that, she could just go back to her kingdom and play with the tech. So I guess, oh, and she'll probably be allowed to leave if she agrees to help them in some way, perhaps supply them weapons, right? Okay, actually, okay, that's a good plan if that's kind of what Catra's after. Yeah, because Entrapta wouldn't care too much, right? She's not set in helping the Alliance. Until, yeah, okay. So maybe that's the plan, right? Like the first meeting with all the groups was more surface level, right? You know, help us, let's join together, we're gonna win, and then it just falls apart. And that's because they don't have any like true deep bonds, right? They started building them, but still they don't really have much linking themselves to each other, any aside from the kind of the theoretical threat of being, you know, everyone's taken over by the Horde. We'll see if this works fully.
Emily's the most advanced bot I've ever built.
Wait, who's Emily?
Oh, how rude. Allow me to introduce you.
I wonder if she upgraded Emily.
I gotcha.
Yep. So, okay, that's a problem. The current state is that what their tanks with their current tech can kind of knock out still trainee Adora with a single shot, right? So the effect is enough to kind of, I guess, deplete her current possibly stamina health reserves as such. The question is Entrapta going to improve all of their weaponry or just make kind of smaller pieces of tech for them? I think the latter is more likely, just because it would be more visual for us, but, well, that's not good.
Maybe it's like a motion, like a jabbing motion,
Oh, no.
or a strike.
Do you want to get hit with a sword? Sword safety!
At least she's getting really good at throwing swords.
If I just had access to a little first one's tech. You don't have any here, do you?
Okay, so that's confirmation that this current technology isn't first ones. So maybe they came up with this technology, like it's theirs. Maybe the power sources are like first ones, but at least all of this isn't first one. So that's good to know.
First what?
Okay, so she didn't even know about first ones. So I guess that's not saying too much aside from maybe none of the Force captains know. Maybe it's only like Lord Hordak, right? Because maybe it's not like only Shira that find it. Did she just find it out from Raz? So it's only like very few people know actually that the first ones are involved. I don't know. Maybe it's mostly legends to everyone else that actually knows anything about it.
And where would one find this tech?
It's buried all.
Okay, that is like 100% now Catra's goal, right? I guess we'll see what it is. Is it supposed to be like a Rosetta Stone of their language?
The whole shifting landscape thing makes for a complicated variable, but I've created a map that...
What was it called? Something Whispering Woods? Okay, Whispering Woods. So that's where she met Raz. I don't know if Raz's presence is related specifically to the woods. Makes sense if there is some sort of connection, but I'm wondering how the shifting works, whether or not it's also a technology, or if it's just more people tend to get lost because it's more overgrown and dark.
I bet he'll promote you to what comes after Force Captain?
That is my question.
You're requested for dinner with me tonight, alone.
Okay, good luck getting out of this.
Mom! I'm also the queen, so I can make you.
She's playing the queen card.
Yeah, pulling
Ready
rank.
to answer. I'll see you in an hour.
I'm going to go somewhere where I can learn, and then
Yes, to the woods, Raz. She's gonna run into Catra too. Okay, so Catra and Scorpia probably just alone searching. Ooh, okay. She would have the advantage, likely. Oh yeah, she fought Catra, but when she didn't have her sword. Yeah, it's gonna depend on the situation, because like whoever stumbles upon who first, right? So far, Catra's the most capable, so she'd probably have the upper hand and detect. Actually, no, Shira is like, I don't know what her abilities are, like sense-wise. She's got the strength, but I don't know if she is like hearing or smelling or anything.
Going somewhere?
Like I tell you.
Ooh, okay. Oh, look at her hair, though. Okay. Oh, she's at a low point. Oh, this might not be good for Catra, actually. Miss. Okay, he got slightly crazy, possibly insane in some sort. Witch, dark witch, wizard, warlock kind of person. Who now can, I'm assuming she now sees like the moves that Catra pulled. Either that or she just knows her current circumstance and it's not good. But let's see if she calls Catra out, because she must have some way to like overpower her, right? She's got the dark magic, and she's not even caring about her, and that, yeah, I can't see it going well for Catra right now. The only thing that would save her is if she fears Hordak enough, but Hordak feels like he's giving up on her totally. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Not that it worked out so great for you last time.
Okay, so back to the recharging, right? So she was allowed to recharge by Hordak. I wonder if now she has been denied recharging and that's why she's all haggard. I thought she was like in a really super angry state, but is she just tired?
Mostly by you, actually. You get used to it.
I will not get used to.
I was getting happy for a nice actual character development. Sudden switch.
Mediocrity like you.
No, I want to hear this again. Okay, I should probably not pause during here.
I'm plenty strong now, and I don't need you.
Okay, well, that is very fair, I guess, right? I wonder if, like, this is the first time we're getting kind of Shadow Weaver say anything about their relationship, right? At every other time, she's been extremely dismissive. I wouldn't believe, like, right now, I don't believe her. Yeah, it's hard getting a read on her right now because, like, it seemed like she's haggard, right? So she'd be more likely to be truthful. And it seems like she was. Unless deep down she did want to make her better, truly, I wonder. If that's the case, like, maybe she was preparing Adora for Hordak, right? But she actually like cared more for Catra because she empathizes with her situation. It's hard without having more references for other actions between them in the past. So yeah, I can't really assign a. Let's see, who would I trust? Yeah, right now I'm not trusting Shadow Weaver until we get more evidence of that.
You can't be sorry when I'm trying to be sorry.
Yeah, but your sorry is wrong and mine is right. You know what? Let's just hug.
Oh. Ah, shit. Okay. We need Bo here to just tell her to tell her. Right? Will Bo do that? I think so, right? He should be calmed down. They're at a good point. Now they can just say, go talk to her.
It was definitely this way. I think.
Okay, so this is the shifting landscape they're talking about. I don't know if we're going to see it actually shifting, or it's probably going to be shifting between when they arrive, so... I guess the other shifting thing is the entrances to these old ones, whatever, they're old ones. So the entrances to all these temples or repositories or whatever they are most likely also shifting with the landscape. So Raz was able to find them. So she just has some mysterious ways right now, as far as we know. And then there's Entrapta's detector. That's going to find it for Catra, and depending on who else goes with her, probably just Scorpia. Then again, she might bring the crew. Actually, she would, right? Like, there would be no reason not to bring them, like the rest of the squad, because they would also run a skiff. And she doesn't want to have to do the work herself. She's getting really used to ordering people around, so I'm expecting the whole squad to be there. Wait, is that 4 moons? Oh, shit. I thought there were 3 moons. Okay, so maybe at least 3 moons. Okay, so that's a waterfall behind them. Okay, so this isn't water. I wonder if this is like supposed to be like mana or something, like leaking from the tech.
With my daughter leading it, not a chance.
Even if my powers are gone?
We'll figure it out together.
Okay, that was pretty sweet. Okay, so yeah, that was a really good scene. Definitely increased the ranking of she must have a name, the mother, the queen, right? I don't know if it was said, but yes, definitely really good job on her. You know, doing the right thing, making her daughter feel understood and not like she was doing the wrong thing. And she opened up to her more, which is good, so they can bond closer. And the good thing is that, like, Glimmer already kind of took on the leadership role, right? Clearly she was taught by her mother growing up. I'm assuming she wanted her to take over. Not sure how much is, like, related to specifically the blood and all that, but yeah, it was just a really nice scene. So, and having seen that, what is this, episode 10? And how many episodes are there? I'm going to try to look at the number without... Okay, so it's around 13-ish. And there's multiple seasons. Okay. Okay, that was pretty impactful too. Like, this is going to be good. Okay, so pretty much now their morale is kind of going to be restored back, right? Since Glimmer was kind of their main pillar. Well, Bo is too, but I'd say like the primary pillar of the group is Glimmer. Then again, I don't know. Or is it Bo? I mean, I guess you could say it's all of them, but I don't know. Still feel Glimmer is the leader of the group. Odora was taught in leadership, and she can lead. I just don't think she's as much of a leader as Glimmer will turn out to be, or currently is. I don't know. It's probably not good to compare that, right? Because we don't really have too much evidence. Yeah. Let's just continue. Okay, in the forest. I like how she's searching in a heroic pose. Oh, so she's by herself. Okay, now why would she be looking up a tree? Does she want vantage point? Or... No, she wouldn't... She'd only think the items up the tree if, like, she'd be looking at the detector. So I'm guessing, yeah, she's going to look around, see if she can understand the landscape. She could technically be with the group, but it looks like she's just by herself, which seems weird. You'd see at least a boat, so, or the skiff. So maybe she is still with people. Oh, maybe they're alone. Oh, is this shifting in order to make people run into things? Thinking back onto their first encounter, right? Between Glimmer, Adora, and Bo. Both parties arrived finding the sword at the exact same time. So if Adora and Catra both find whatever this thing is at the same time, that would be really good evidence that, like, there's possibly some sort of mind like connected to this force that's like intentionally doing that. I mean, it could be like some sort of magical curse thing, but I don't know. We haven't seen any like magic stuff from the trees. Maybe she didn't bring the people because she wants to make sure she's the one that gets it. I don't know, because if she's the leader, she still knows she'd be able to get it. It was only Shadow Weaver that could possibly kind of take it from her. Then again, she is getting a little overconfident. Yeah, I'm still not sure why she didn't bring the others.
This thing is useless.
I wonder if she knows like any of the buttons on it. Ooh, whispers. The whispers wouldn't be like the old ones, right? Are there spirits? No! Ooh, so she's hearing voices. Okay, so is she hearing the so yeah, she clearly was hearing like the voice sound things. So far it seems like it's just trying to freak her out, possibly dissuade her. Oh, because she's of the Horde, right? Adora, Glimmer, and Bo all met, possibly with whatever spirit's influence, because they're kind of all aligned and on the like the good side. Yeah, I wonder if there's like spirits of the past or some or a technology that replicates that.
Just let me fix this, please. I can't let anyone else get hurt.
Okay. Yeah, we're still not sure like how the sword activated, right? So we're not going to be sure if things are going to respond to what she's saying at this point.
We'll never find this magical tech, if it even existed in the first place.
Okay, you threw away the detector. Yeah, clearly. Okay, just watching for now.
Hey, Adora.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. Like another good one. I think these last two were definitely really strong. And so we have the fake death in the last one. Here we've got the strengthening of bonds between the Queen and Glimmer. And next one, we're going to have a Catra Adora meeting of some sort. And they're finally alone, right? They're not going to be actually probably going to be interrupted. But right now it looks like there's probably not going to be an interruption, right? What would Catra do? She would sneak. Okay, well, she was like kind of watching. Adora will go in, and Catra will simply wait until Adora returns, unless she just doesn't come out, right? And it takes too long, then she'll have to go in. Yeah, it's too hard to guess right now as to what's gonna happen, and I don't want to just guess wildly. Just gonna say, yeah, excited. We're gonna see what's next.